Well, hey there, YouTube. It's Petey Two Finger. Today is Saturday, October 29th. So, Rob Fetters is my favorite guitar player. He's a musician from Cincinnati, Ohio. This is his homepage. I will put a link to this page in the description. He is doing what's known as Fetters is Cheap. Tonight, at 9 p.m. EDT, which we're Central Time here in Chicago, so that's 8 p.m. So you click on this banner here, and it takes you to the live stream. This is his page on YouTube. Now, if you are able to, he says, please support my work. There's a PayPal and a Venmo link. Otherwise, it's free for you to enjoy. It's going to start in 4 hours, typically be about 150 or so people. I'll be in here commenting. There's a scroll that people will, I'll be in there making an ass out of myself. So yeah, Fetters is a world-class, amazing guitar player, and he's a really brilliant songwriter as well. So this is like rock and roll music. It's guitar-centric. It's him in his home studio in front of a mic stand, bravely performing to a camera, which live streams, and it's really high quality audio. He works with a guy named Gordon Rankin, who worked with Apple Corporation to develop their audio codecs. And he invented some stuff. He builds tube amps. He's got a device that interfaces between your mixing board and your router in order to give high quality, high fidelity sound on a live stream. So Rob really goes out of his way to knock it out of the park on these live streams. The story is, the last band he was playing with is no longer performing. So he decided to set out and do these house concerts where you can organize for him to show up in your living room. He'll perform for you and a small group of your friends and fans, which is spectacular. And we went to one of these house shows, and boy, I gotta tell you, it was highly entertaining experience. The next best thing is, of course, watching a similar experience on YouTube. So it's part story time, part live concert, it's part guitar seminar, it's all of the above, and highly entertaining. Although he did this while COVID lockdown was in full swing, so he was going pretty strong. This is the 7th season, but he'll only be doing 3 episodes for season 7. One tonight, the end of October, one the end of November, one the end of December. So I'm going to be there, and I would love to see more people come and experience the simply exquisite music of this American treasure, Rob Fetters. So I would love to see you there. Maybe let me know in the comments section. Hey, Petey brought me. Petey invited me, so I can get extra brownie points. So the other thing I want to talk about is these turquoise colored thumbnails. This guy's name is Otis Gibbs. He looks like a bean farmer. He's a musician who is from the Midwest, and I really don't know much about Otis. These videos with the turquoise background started showing up in my feed, and I got to tell you, this is not my wheelhouse. And he's got some rock and roll stuff in here. You'll see, like, oh, there's Neil Young. There's Jerry Garcia. There's Bob Dylan. Mark Lanigan. I forget that. He's a punker. So, oh, there's Paul McCartney, Mick Jagger. It's a mix of artists, but this Kenny Vaughan guy, I could listen to him tell stories until the cows come home. And then I heard him play guitar, and I was like, oh my goodness. He is a really talented guitar player. So this is the best of the best. This is my favorite type of content. It's currently my favorite YouTube channel because it's these people who have worked most of their lives in the music industry telling their best stories. So like I said, this is like gold for a person like me, even though it's out of my wheelhouse. Like, I don't know who Vern Godson is, but I'm going to find out when I watch this video today. And hey, if he hates drummers, it can't be all that bad in my book. We got Kenny Vaughan. guitar player extraordinary. They thought they were junkies. Can't wait to hear that one. I'm guessing that's something about touring. Kenny Vaughan again. Kenny Vaughan again. So I'm going to learn about some Swedish acoustic guitar company. All types of people, and you know what? One thread in common is high quality. You can see he's processed this with a vignette filter. He always uses some sort of natural lighting, and it's like really high quality looking footage with great audio. And it's well thought out, and he just has a calming demeanor. Otis, he's like a person that's like the uncle you wish you had, who is wise in his ways. He's been around, and he's got a lot of really cool friends who have worked with some amazing people. You know, he'll do these coffee videos where he'll be out on the weekend. He'll be in his backyard. Like when you see this, he's just, you know, he doesn't have any friend over that day, and you know what? It's fine, because I'm not a Bruce Springsteen fan, but you know what? I enjoyed the hell out of this video. And exposes me to a lot of stuff that I never would have the balls to listen to. You know? I'm not a Jerry Lee Lewis guy, and I learned how foolish I have been for writing off this entire genre of great American music simply because it's something that's a little different. You know? I mean, this guy's from Indiana. We're neighbors. It's not like he's, you know, waving a rebel flag and telling me about the South shall rise again and how I don't know, and you know, I'm a Yankee or whatever, like some kind of thing. Because I've met people like that, and that's a hard pill to swallow. Because you know what, I didn't choose where I was born. So if you're going to judge somebody on where they're from, that's a really close-minded thing to do. So, Otis Gibbs is an American alternative country singer, songwriter, and podcaster who's released independently several albums. Now, a little bit back in the day, he was wearing these trucker hats, and he's graduated. I don't know if that's a bolo hat that he wears now. But Otis was raised in Wanamaker, Indiana, which is basically Indianapolis. He was introduced to the music industry when he was little. A friend of his aunt, who was supposed to be babysitting him, would take him to a nearby saloon to earn money by singing while he played the piano. A little racket with 10-year-old Otis Gibbs, already playing songs on the piano in front of an adult audience in a saloon. That's a crash course in musicianship that I don't know if you would want to be exposed to that as a 10-year-old, you know? Gibbs worked for over 10 years as a tree planter in Indiana, planting what he estimates to be over 7,000 trees. So he's been compared to Woody Guthrie, Tom T. Hall, Christopherson, and the great Townes Van Zandt. He has an album in 2014 called Souvenirs of Misspent Youth, which is described as his most pleasing, most direct, and artful work. Darker Side of Me is the type of song that Johnny Cash would be interested in recording. And so he's critically acclaimed. People really, they love this guy because he's a man of the people. He has an authenticity and a dedication that shines through in everything that he does. It's somehow cleansing in its purity. And that's the vibe that I get from this guy, is like he's just a good soul. You know, and it's none of this, hey guys, I need you to smash that like button. We're going to, you know, when we get 10,000, I'm going to eat this hot pepper, and then I'm going to, you know, I'm going to bring out the bikini girl, and we're going to take a hammer and smash this golden iPod. You know, it's not, it's the complete opposite of that. And I got to tell you, Otis Gibbs is one of the best things going on YouTube right now. It absolutely is. And what's embarrassing to me, see, I'm not a podcast guy. He's got Thanks for Giving a Damn, which is over here. This is his homepage. And he's got these, there's a SoundClick page with the podcasts on it. Hey, pay $275 for that vintage Les Paul. And So he likes cheap guitars. But I got to tell you, I know absolutely. Look at that, he's riding a giant squirrel. I really don't know. I've never heard this guy play or sing a note. I've just become enthralled with his excellent YouTube videos. He has these podcasts with Conversation, Amando Sands, Ramsey Midwood, Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters, Marshall Crenshaw, Jim White, Delbert McClinton, and Amy Lashley, which that's his old lady. Now, they live in Indianapolis, and his wife is a singer-songwriter and children's book author. He's got like 9 albums, and I'm going to have to check some of that out. So I would encourage you to, I'll leave a link in the description. How's that sound? Just go ahead and subscribe and click the black bell. Yeah, that's what you want to do. And he does have this members only content, but I typically, when I come on here, I'll like, these are all, well, yeah, these are most all Otis Gibbs videos that I clicked on today, which that's way too much. I'll probably watch 3, and I've honestly got some, I'm thinking about making another YouTube video, and got to get ready for Fetters is Cheap, so hope to see you there. Check out this Otis Gibbs YouTube channel. I know you're going to dig it. If you're like me and you love this type of thing, meaning stories about musicians, this is a gold mine. And this guy is a golden-hearted person. You could not meet a finer, more seasoned veteran of the American music scene than Otis Gibbs. I admit, I have never heard this guy play or sing a note, and I'm going to rectify that right after I get off this video. You guys take care of yourselves. Try to stay warm. Hug your pets. And peace.